in, everyone. And welcome to the Women's Wellness Network. Wow, it feels like so long since I had an interview. We've been doing catapult games and all these other events and things. And even today, I showed up late. I apologize, Mandy. My lovely guest, Mandy. She's all the way around over in Australia, and she's up early in the morning, and I missed the boat. She's like, aren't you coming to the interview? Wait, so thank you so much for waiting. I appreciate it very much. And it's very lovely to have you. Thank you for coming, Mandy.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to meet you.
Wonderful. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So in Mandy words, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Well, first of all, tell us where you are in the world, because that's one of my favorite things about this network is that it's global and we get to meet people from everywhere. So yeah, tell us a little bit about where you are first.
Fantastic. I mean, isn't it amazing? It's social media and, the world it really is. It's in the palm of your hands these days. And just to be able to talk across the miles like this. So I'm on the far south coast of New South Wales in Australia. I believe I live in paradise because I have the best of everything. It's about halfway between Sydney and Melbourne on the coast, on the beach. And I'm only 2 hours from the snowfields. So, yes, it's paradise for me because I can walk on the beach in the morning, and then I can actually be up in the afternoon and be skiing in the afternoon if I want to in winter. So, yes, that's where I am in the world. So, yeah.
Love it. Beautiful place. Love it. Yes, that sounds amazing. As we were talking about it just before we came live, I was thinking about, the similarities in terrain in Canada and that your area of the world, especially like British Columbia. We've got some deserts even in British Columbia, which is interesting. So yes, thank you. Thank you for joining us from Australia. I think it's amazing.
Oh, my pleasure. Yes.
Wonderful. So
Canada's definitely on my bucket list, so I would love to be there too. So one day.
One day. Yes, we make plans, dream a little, and next thing you know, you'll be
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to know Mandy. What does Mandy do? What do you like to do? And what do you do in the world?
Well, apart from walking on the beach and skiing when I can.
Right.
And family first, family always comes first. I have 4 children and 10 grandchildren. So I do like to spend time with them, which is wonderful. We did have 10 under 10 at one stage, but now they range between 10 and 20, or 11 and 21. So yeah, they're at a very different age, but wonderful to be with. So so that's sort of the core of me, is my family always. But the other part of me that I am very passionate about is I'm a natural health practitioner. I'm a kinesiologist and spinal flow practitioner. And I'm also a cellular health coach. And I've morphed all of that into holistic life coaching, which I'm absolutely passionate about. So, and a redox educator.
And what was the last thing?
In a nutshell.
What was the last?
Redox educator, redox, which is, it's a huge breakthrough in science. Scientists are calling it the single greatest health breakthrough in our lifetime. It's the most studied area of science at the moment. Nobel Prize winning in the 90s, but very few people know about it. So that's something that's my passion to actually introduce it to the world.
Wow. Well, okay. Before we go any further, what else can you tell us about it?
Okay. So redox is produced in every cell of the body. So it's something, they call it the inner doctor. So scientifically, they're very highly charged molecules that are absorbed very quickly and have a huge energy. They're the energy potential in our cells. So when you feel that tingle in your cells, especially if you're an energy practitioner or you work with energy, that's what you can feel. You can feel redox working in your body. So it's the first step towards the body healing itself. So basically what it does is detect whether cells are healthy or not. Should we protect them? Or should we repair or replace them? So that's basically their primary role, and they set up a cascading effect into all other cells nearby to initiate whatever that process might be. It might be an inflammatory response, it might be an immune response, it might be whatever the body needs. So what the company has done is the breakthrough is that they have managed to stabilize these highly charged molecules outside the body and take them as a supplement. So we can supplement our body with these molecules. So Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting. Yeah, I love new cutting edge things that are coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, science is like improving all the time, and the communication between the what's already been researched,
Yeah.
it's available more. People can like use it as part of their research. So yeah, like
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
It
Oh,
is fascinating. As a scientist, this just one blew me away because I've always had that feeling that the body, and I always knew that the body has an innate ability to heal itself.
yeah, for
So
sure.
if we can give it the right resources to do that, and these resources, of course, are totally native to the body, so the body knows exactly what to do with them, as opposed to introducing something that's not native. Might be natural, but not native. It's like a blueberry is natural, but it's not native to the body, for example.
Right.
So these are, so as soon as the body recognizes this supplement as it goes in as a drink, it says, oh, I know what to do with that. And it goes straight to where it's needed. So
Oh,
absolutely amazing. And the
that
only
is-
company in the world that does it. Yeah.
wow. Yeah, that is super amazing. Well,
Yeah, it is.
we'll probably be hearing more about that in the future because, right, all these
Absolutely.
things people are starting to get knowledge of, and
Yeah. Yeah. Love to share it with anybody. Yeah.
yeah, okay, we'll put some of that information into the comments so that people can know how to connect with you.
Sure.
So the other thing now was your spinal flow.
Yes.
Please tell
Yes.
me some more about that.
I'm full of all sorts of interesting things, aren't I?
Yes, yes.
Just expanding our view a little bit here. That's better, so I can see you better. So spinal flow was initiated by a chiropractor who felt that there was something more than just manipulating the spine. And what she found that there were certain areas at the base of the spine and on the head that increased the flow of energy in the spine. And we all know that the spine is the conduit for our complete nervous system. And what happens is, when we have childhood trauma or emotional blocks, we tend to store them in the spine. And these can manifest as pain, but they can also manifest as a chemical imbalance, or they can manifest as a physical imbalance. So different regions of the spine, which coincide very similarly to the chakras, which is another area I work with my coaching. So by identifying where these blocks are and increasing the energy flow in the spine, it's a very gentle process. And the client is usually lying face down, so it's not like you're having to talk through like kinesiology and things. It's very gentle, very non-intrusive, non-invasive sort of treatment, but people are having profound responses to it by identifying where these blocks are and clearing those blocks just by bringing it to the attention of the brain. So yeah, it's a pretty amazing modality. So
yeah,
my business is called Synergy Wellness. So because I believe the synergy of all the things that I can introduce to my clients is what.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, kind of you got a bunch of different things in your toolkit, and you know how to use them all together. So that's perfect.
As we do, yes.
Yeah, right. So how did you take me back a little bit before, in the earlier days, were you already thinking that you were going to be a healer or working in this kind of way? Or like, how did you get on this path?
Oh, what a wonderful question. How long have we got? As a child, as a child, I always wanted to be a doctor. That was all. Never wanted to be a nurse. Always wanted to be a doctor. So it was more about that healing process rather than the caring side of it. Caring, of course. However, I married young and had my children fairly young, and we lived in the country, so there was no opportunity for me to study medicine. So I studied science externally. I studied biology, so I always had that passion for the human body, etc. But life took me to work in the environmental sector and the agricultural sector. So I worked in that area for about 35 years until I had a health crisis myself, had a heart attack, and realised that I was chair of a national organisation and a state organisation, and that kept me very busy and quite stressful. So obviously that was a factor. But I realised then that I wasn't following my own heart. And this is something that I really try and get my clients to understand. Are you really following your own true heart and your own true passion? And that's the transformation I like to see in my clients with when I'm coaching. So, so then I thought, well, I wanted to study some sort of natural therapy. I didn't want to have the responsibility of diagnosing and giving people labels.
Right.
Because was my belief of the innate ability of the body to heal itself, given the right resources. So all of these things, as they do, appeared before me. Kinesiology was the first one, and then spinal flow, and then the cellular health with redox. Excuse me.
Yep.
Sorry.
No worries.
So yeah, it took me on that journey of natural health with all of these wonderful things together. So
Right.
yeah.
Wow. Did you like dive into them each for your own experience? Did you have any like something like kinesiology? Was there something within you that you thought, oh, if I do this, I can learn about myself in this way, or the spinal flow, I can learn about myself in this way? Is there anything that you've used? We learn as we're learning externally
through our own experiences.
We're like internalizing it and seeing what we can do with any of it. Was there anything that really stood out for you?
Well, I think the thing with kinesiology was that it was the first thing that I saw that actually combined the emotions and the physical and the mental together in one, and working with the energy systems of the body, which just blew me away once I really started to dig deep into the energy systems, the chakras and the meridians especially. So I love working with the meridians, and I had profound changes while I was doing my training with that. So that was what, it was my daughter-in-law that sort of, I said, I need to do something, but I don't know what to do. She said, have you thought of kinesiology? And I thought, oh, don't really know much about it. I'll go and try it. Oh, profound. And thought, yes, that's me. That's what I needed to do. And then, so that was, that was kinesiology. And it answered a lot of questions for me, but my husband still had a sore back. And that was a continuing thing, which is one of the reasons why we left farming at a younger age than, in our 50s.
Right.
And I thought, and I saw spinal flow being advertised, and I thought, well, maybe because, back pain is something that a lot of people suffer from and can't do a lot about. So maybe the spinal flow is going to be a profound thing that I can offer to other people, including my husband. So that's why I studied spinal flow. And once again, it fitted so beautifully in with kinesiology. So, I often say to my people, they're coming to see me for Mandiology because it's a bit of a combination of everything that they see.
Maniology.
Yes. So that was where spinal flow came in, and it just sort of fitted together beautifully. And then, of course, the redox molecules came into my life. And at that stage, I was still on quite a few medications following my heart attack, and my husband was still suffering back pain and had some gut issues, and, all those little niggly things that we tend to blame getting older for.
Right.
So we both started on the redox molecules seven years ago. I'm on no medications at all now, absolutely none. I feel more like a 50-year-old than a 70-year-old. He has no back pain. He has no gut problems. So, combining all those things together. But I think the redox was the clincher, but it gave me a product that I could also give to my clients to support them between treatments or longer term to sort of, really get to the root cause of what was going on with them too. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. You think about you apply these methods, you give them the work to do, you show them the stuff they need to do to help themselves get better. But always it's nice to have something in your back pocket that gives you something right away. Absolutely. Right. So then that makes you it's encouraging, I think, if
it is absolutely.
Yeah, when you see results, it makes it makes a little bit of a difference. It makes you feel like you're making some headway, you're actually moving forward, which is right when in your healing journey you want to be moving,
and possibly doing myself out of a job at the same time.
And which
probably doing myself out of a job at the same time while they get well. It defeats the purpose a bit, but hey, if they're getting better, that's what matters to me. So
right. Yeah, that's why we go on this journey to
it is
help facilitate a little bit and and guide people into the ways that might feel best for them, I guess, ultimately.
Yeah.
So does your family, besides your husband, do they participate with do they love holistic stuff also?
Yes, mostly.
Yeah.
I tend not to pressure them into it. If they want to, they come and see me and things like that. It's their choices. They don't all live nearby, so it's not always available for them. But certainly with the redox molecules, because it also comes as a gel, which is a topical application, which is great for cuts and bruises and sprains and burns and anything like that, should be in every first aid kit. So they all use that a lot more. They don't tend to take the supplement.
Right.
This frog in the throat's annoying.
You have a drink there.
No, I should have got that, shouldn't
Oh.
I, before I started?
It's the
I
morning
just haven't
frog,
been talking much this morning.
right? Yes, exactly. It's the morning frog.
That's exactly right. Yes. So I think they all believe that they're still in their sort of 40s and 50s and they're invincible. They don't need to be taking a supplement that's going to protect them from those things, whereas we feel the other way. So, but
Right.
they take it when they need to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I agree.
It's nice probably to have somebody, call mom, call grandma,
Yes.
who knows, right? That's important too. The human nurturing part of it is
Absolutely. But I guess they probably get a bit sick of me when they ring and they say, they've got this and this and this. And I say, well, have you been taking your ASEA redox, or have you been using the gel? Oh, here she goes again. Yeah.
That's okay though. Mom knows
It
best
is.
sometimes. Come
It's
on.
fine. Yes. Yeah. Well, repetition gets you there eventually.
Well, right. What is that? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Different result.
Yep.
Yes.
I think eventually we all get knocked with that one, right?
I think so. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So if our women of the Women's Wellness Network would like to connect with you, find out more about redox, any of the things that you offer, how can they reach you?
Oh, wonderful. I mean, should I put this in the chat, or will you?
Yeah, we'll definitely put it in the comments. Do you have like a website? Do you have a Facebook?
I
Just
do.
tell us what
I
you
have a website, which is mandystevenson.com, which is very easy. Mandy with an I and Stevenson with a V, as you can see at the bottom of my name there. So mandystevenson.com is my website. And Mandy at mandystevenson.com is my email that they can contact me as well. So yes, and I can certainly, send you a link for people to have a look at the, it's only a 7-minute video about redox. So that's something that they can have a look at there too. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Perfect. Yes. Yep. We'll put all that information into the comments because you never know.
Beautiful.
It might work for somebody in the right way. Maybe somebody wants to know more about something that you have to offer. So yeah, we'll definitely put all the information there. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay.
So this is wonderful. The women's, so obviously a worldwide network.
Yes.
Started off in Canada, but
yes.
worldwide. Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah,
yes.
I was very excited when I sort of felt that I could be part of the Women's Wellness Network.
Yes.
And I have a Facebook page, of course, Mandy Stevenson, which you can find. And I also have a group called Wise Women Finding Magic, finding their unique magic.
Awesome. Well, we'll put that in the comments too, because
that'd be wonderful. Right? I'd love people to join.
Awesome. Yes, I would love for people to join also, because when you feel that connection, when you feel like somebody's part of your tribe, you want to gravitate there and see what else might happen, right? You never know, right? Might become
fantastic. Yeah, so I'd love to share this interview into that group if that's okay with you. So the
we will figure that out.
That'd be great, because then they may see, another network that they can be part of as well.
Absolutely. Yes, we will figure that out. Okay, so Women of the Women's Wellness Network, if you would like to connect with Mandy, we're going to put all her information into the comments and you can find out, ask her more questions, see what services she has to offer. And if you're anywhere near her, maybe she would like to connect with you in that way. So yes, look her up.
I do a lot online. All my coaching's online.
For sure. Well, you know what? It's so easy nowadays, right? To just go and type in something, Well, this is why I have you put the information into the comments so I don't mess up any links or names or anything, because we need to send
Beautiful.
people to the correct, right, direct them correctly, because I think that's
Fantastic.
right. Okay.
Fabulous.
So thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, be well. And Mandy, thank you so much for coming. It was really lovely to meet you. And thank you also for waiting for me when I was waylaid.
Blessed are the flexible, they don't get bent out of shape.
Beautiful. Well,
Yes.
enjoy your day.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you so much. It was lovely.